Hi everyone, for this week's dispatch video we actually have a two-part bonanza on the Agency Worker Regulations 2010. These regulations essentially protect the rights of temporary workers, so those provided through a temporary work agency to an end user. And in this first video we're going to focus on a particular day one right as opposed to other rights which kick in after 12 weeks with an end user. The first rights we're going to explore, therefore, are access to collective facilities and amenities. And the purpose of this video is really to highlight something that some employers may be missing in terms of what they are obliged to provide to temporary workers. So from the very start of a worker's assignment, the agency worker has the right to be treated no less favourably than a comparable employee in the hirer's establishment, so in the end user's business, in relation to collective facilities and amenities provided by that hirer, unless less favourable treatment can be objectively justified. So this is not intended to extend a right to access all benefits that an employer might provide to its employees or workers. So we're not going into things like the provision of life assurance or other contractual financial benefits that might be provided. We're talking about collective facilities that are provided to employees or workers or particular groups of employees or workers, and that may be things such as canteens or other facilities, workplace creche, transport services. So this is not company car allowances or season ticket loans, it's actually the provision of something such as a pick up and drop off between sites, toilets, shower facilities, common rooms, waiting rooms, mother and baby rooms, prayer rooms, and car parking. So those rights must be no less favourable than those that are given to actual comparable employees or workers. If there are no comparable employees, which would be quite odd because it means they don't employ anybody, the right doesn't apply. The guidance to the agency worker regulations suggests that hirers, so the end user business, could provide the agency workers with information about facilities as part of an induction pack, or the agency themselves, the employment agency who provides the workers, could be given that information as part of the assignment. Now, it's stressed that those facilities are equal, not better treatment. So an agency worker has no right to be put to the front of the queue where there is a potential benefit that doesn't necessarily apply to all. The example here given is childcare facilities. If there is a particular facility but a waiting list that applies to everybody, the right of the agency worker is to join the queue for those facilities and not to jump the queue and be provided with enhanced treatment. We did touch earlier on objective justification as well. So can an employer genuinely provide limited access or no access at all to certain collective facilities or amenities on the basis that it's justified? And the question they have to ask here is there a good reason for treating the agency worker less favourably? Cost might be one factor to take into account, but it won't be wholly determinative. Perhaps there are other practical or organisational reasons why it may be appropriate to limit access. If the temporary worker only performs a very few number of hours each week, it might be appropriate to provide certain benefits or amenities on a pro rata basis. But I think it will be quite difficult to justify preventing somebody from accessing things such as car parking, canteens, food and drinks machines, because the very nature of these is that they are applicable to all, and there should be no limitation on use. So that was part one. In part two, we're going to focus on vacancies within a hirer's business. I hope that gives you enough information on facilities and amenities. If you do need any further assistance on this, or indeed any other employment matter, please do get in touch. Visit the website chadwicklawrence.co.uk or email employmenthub@chadlaw.co.uk. Thank you.